To this point of the season, the Browns have only lost a single game, and that was last week against the Texans. But this week, we faced the Colts, who were 3-2. Again, we're 4-1. We want to make sure that our records are not the same after this game. And so far through 5 weeks of the regular season, Isaiah has the league-leading rushing mark at 624 yards with 8 touchdowns to go ahead of that. Now, if you keep in mind, he actually has way more carries than basically everyone else. He's averaging a little over 5 yards per carry, where Kamara, Bell, and Todd Gurley, they're all averaging over 6 with severely less carries. We are heading to Lucas Oil Stadium. Look, Isaiah's the league's leading rusher, and we know that he has a lot of attempts. He's got a pretty high usage rate, but I still feel confident saying that even against this Colts defense, which is much improved from what they used to be, that he will run through them. Now, something else we've noticed is that Isaiah, through 4 and 5 weeks of the season, has yet to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So I'm hoping that in today's game, he runs wild, he gets a couple of touchdowns, and at the end of the game, he's the Player of the Week. We got first down, we got Baker Mayfield hopefully ready to play a good game today, and we got Isaiah ready to go through. Okay, look at that, the safety's up there, and he says it's going to take not 1, but 2 of you to bring him down. Now also keep in mind that Isaiah is 2 rushing touchdowns from already having 10 on the season. Yes, we're trying to go for big boy numbers this year yet again. So first down, Isaiah's going to play the art of receiver. This ball goes across the middle to Jarvis Landry, and Landry gets killed, and that good possession is wasted because he fumbled it, and well, we didn't recover it. Now there is good news, however, after Landry fumbled, we did get the ball back because, well, Indianapolis turned the ball over. So 2 turnovers to start the game, and not exactly how we expected things to go. We got 2nd and 7 now. Here's Baker under center. Isaiah's gonna be back there. He throws it out to the left-hand side to Swaim, and Swaim is running zigzagging all over the field, and he's down after 20-some yards. That's the kind of play we wanted to see there. We got a guy in the open field. Baker made a quick throw and a good decision, and we got a whole lot of yards out of it. So we're trying to cross the 50 now. Isaiah again looking to run. He's going to find some room. He gets gang tackled, and they bring him down at the 45. After 8 yards in that first down play, we've got 2nd and short thanks to Isaiah's beautiful run. So with 2nd and short, little halfback tosser here. Isaiah's ready to go. Oh my God, 2 people. 1 move, 2 people. I mean, it's not a touchdown, but where are the ankles? And as always, if you're enjoying seeing runs like that from Isaiah, make sure you guys go ahead and crush the like button. Can we get 500 likes in this video? At least do it for those people's ankles because they're never getting them back. And, well, Isaiah's never getting positive yards in that run because the big fella stuffed him right there. After a loss of 1, we're going to the passing game with Baker under center. Isaiah's going to move over. He was wide open, but Josh Gordon was open instead across the middle for a gain of 6. So it's a big 3rd down here with 5 yards to go. We're in scoring territory. A field goal at worst, but honestly, we want a touchdown with how this game is going. So the halfback screen, Isaiah's wide open. He's outrunning his blockers, but he says, look, it doesn't matter. I'm going to try to truck through, but Mr. Apple brought him down. 1st and goal. Baker again sitting under center. We run a lot of single back formation this drive. Baker's going to scramble, throws it out to Njoku, and Njoku gets about 2 yards. And the quick pass by Baker did get positive yards, but I don't think it was the best play. 2nd and goal. Isaiah looking for some blockers. He's going to try to get to the edge. He's got all the speed in the world, and he's going to get in. He throws both the guys down. It's his cameraman. Go ahead and take my picture. Again, Baker sits in single back. Little play action fake here. Isaiah's out here running wide open, but the ball goes out to Njoku, and Njoku with another big catch so far. Baker has had his struggles so far throughout his career, but I mean, the dude is a perfect 6 for 6 today. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. Back to the running game for Isaiah. He's going to find some room here, and oh my God, I don't know who that was, but get him off the field. The man's got a concussion. You can really tell that Isaiah and all that work he's put in the offseason to get his power style up is definitely paying off. Now Baker, it gets hit right off the play action fake, and his first incompletion comes there. And look, when you're in a play action, you've got to be quick on your progressions. If you're not, well, things like that happen where the defense go ahead and stop you. But look at Isaiah breaking a tackle and nearly got loose there. But after Isaiah got stopped there again, 3rd down and 5. We had that on the last drive, except we were a lot closer to the end zone. So Baker sits in shotgun. Isaiah again, pass protection all day long. Across the middle to Jarvis Landry, and Landry is going to fumble it for the 2nd time today. Jarvis Landry, what are you doing? Now Indy is going to go ahead and punt the ball, and Isaiah's waiting back deep around the 19-yard line. He's going to try to get out to the left. He's got some room here, some good blocks. Isaiah with the longest punt return he's had in a really long time. The spin move looks nasty. He goes to the edge and smartly goes out of bounds to the 45, but that was a heck of a return. 4 minutes left here in the first half. We got a 4-point lead. Indianapolis has that field goal, and Isaiah looking for some room, but his blockers definitely let him down there. And even with a couple of runs that haven't exactly panned out for him, he's got 9 attempts for 70 yards. So Isaiah is definitely eating today. And speaking of people that are eating today, how about David Njoku with his 3rd catch of the day for 40 yards? He's having a solid afternoon so far. Back to the running game. Isaiah with plenty of room here. Trucks through a guy, and yeah, we're in the red zone now. 1st and 10, I formation. Pass protection all day for Isaiah. Again, a quick pass here, this time to Walden. And I think this one's actually going to get us extra yards because that looked like a face mask to me.
Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And just like that, we're going to go ahead and accept it and move ourselves down to the 8. First and goal. 2-minute warning is almost upon us. We're going to go ahead and run one play before we get to that mark. Isaiah's trying to get to the edge. Might not have been the best move. And oh my God, what a hit on Isaiah as they drop him at the 4. He's a little slow to get up. The 2-minute warning's here. We are almost at halftime, but it's second and goal. And it's time for Baker to step up in the pocket and make a good throw. All the time in the world goes out to the same side and Njoku, and it's almost the same exact mistake he made on the last drive. It goes for a loss of 1 though. So it's third and goal. Hugh Jackson says, look, if we're going to score, it's got to be through the air. Indy is playing for the run. Baker again, time and time again, throws it across the middle, but it's going to work. More importantly, Jarvis Landry, Isaiah just punched that man where the sun doesn't shine. That's a little strange, but Jarvis Landry catches the ball and more importantly, holds on to it for the touchdown. A dicey throw, but it paid off big time. So we go into halftime. We have the lead of 14-3, and Indianapolis turned the ball over at the start of the second half, which means that we have the ball in prime scoring territory. After Isaiah picked up about 3 or so there, we got 2nd and 7. This ball goes out deep to the right-hand side. Jarvis Landry holds on to it, and look at this. The first 2 times Jarvis Landry touched the ball, fumble after fumble. The next 2 times, touchdown and then a touchdown. What belief in a receiver by Baker Mayfield, and big shout out to Jarvis Landry for just holding on to the football finally. An 11-point lead right now after we got our touchdown. Looks like Indianapolis put some points on the board of their own, but Isaiah says it doesn't matter about your points. We got plenty more coming our side. A big run there by Isaiah, looking to get it back again. It's going to go through the middle, but this time Sheard says, no, you're not going to run through my lane. Got 2nd and 9 again. Baker, all the time in the world, the offensive line is doing a much better job here, but a good little play there by Eli Apple to knock it out of bounds. So it's 3rd down, 9 yards to go with 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Play action fake to Isaiah. Isaiah's trying to pick up a block. Baker's going to step up. Look at Isaiah throwing blocks for his QB. He says, look, Baker, I got you out here, young fella. And because of that block by Isaiah, actually 2 blocks there by Isaiah, Baker got 17 yards, and more importantly, he was completely untouched. So Baker says, look, I'm going to pay you right back off. I hand the ball off to you, but Indy, well, they were ready for it. After a bad run by Isaiah, it's 2nd down and 9. This ball goes out to Walden. Walden goes pretty much nowhere, but he still gets 2. So we got a 3-yard gain there, and it's 3rd down and 6. We're about 3 for 5 on 3rd down conversions, if my memory serves me correctly. So I'm a little optimistic, and we should be, because Chaney, the rookie, with the big catch across the middle. Now, that play was a little bittersweet because, well, we got the 1st down, which was obviously good. It's like Zeitler actually got hurt on our offensive line, so we'll see what happened to him in terms of the long-term details, but it's not looking too good at the moment. But it doesn't look like the offensive line is at least impacting Isaiah, because he just ran for 14 yards down the middle with a backup guy in there. So new 1st and 10. Baker says, look, if he's running like that, get the ball right back to him. He's got 1 guy in front, he'll try to destroy him, and he does! Isaiah, not 1, but 2 people off 1 move. And ladies and gentlemen, he said he wasn't getting 1, he was getting at least 2, and that is his 2nd rushing touchdown today to give him 10 on the year. And look at this one more time in slow motion. 1 move takes out 2 people. That's impressive. Here in the 4th quarter, we've got a nice little lead. The yards actually by both teams are pretty considerable, about 20 yards in between both of us, but there's obviously a significant advantage with how we're playing. But Isaiah, don't ever try to hurdle someone again. That's too dangerous. As I was saying, though, because Isaiah's been running wild and getting us the points on the board, we've got a nice little lead of, 28-16. And, oh, this is going to be a dice when this one's up, and so close to being caught and intercepted at the same time. This is a big moment. 3rd down and 2. The Browns elect to pass across the middle to Quisenberry, who's going to catch that one, and the chains keep on moving for the Browns. The most important thing is that as long as we have the ball, Indianapolis, well, they can't really have the ball, and they can't really do much with it. 5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter of the game. This ball goes across the middle to Jarvis Landry, who's had bad luck across the middle. They try to get his 3rd fumble, but he holds on to it, thank God. Cleveland starting to chew the clock a little bit. Again, 1st down at the 49. Cross middle, Isaiah's looking for a hole. He's got it. He tries to go through the middle again. Look at this. You can't just tackle him with 1 guy. It takes multiple right now. And with that run right there, Isaiah has now crossed 5,000 rushing yards for his career. Yeah, the dude is on fire right now. Back again, running. He's got plenty of room here. Hurdles a guy, and okay, it didn't work earlier. We said don't do it again. But he still got it to work on that one. I mean, call me crazy, but I kind of feel like Isaiah has gotten stronger the more he's gotten the ball, which is, again, kind of crazy. That rarely ever happens. Back here to the running game. Isaiah's going to try to move something here, but they knew what was coming, and they stopped him at the 21. 2-minute warning is almost here. We're trying to keep the chains moving, get some more points on the board to seal this game. Isaiah's looking for a block, doesn't exactly get it, and that was less than ideal. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. You get a first down here, you seal the deal on the game. You don't, well, you leave a little tiny small window open for the Colts, but Isaiah says it doesn't matter. Get the window closed. The game is about to be over. If you're Indy, that's just, well, frustrating. That's your first time out. You're down 12. Isaiah's running over your defense, and he just got his he did not get his 3rd rushing touchdown there as they stop him on the 1. So we prematurely crowned Isaiah with 3 rushing touchdowns, but instead he only has 2 at the moment. He's trying to get his 3rd. We'll see if it ends up happening here. Another halfback toss, and Isaiah says, I'm going to walk into the end zone. That is it. Seal the deal. Do whatever you need to, because this game is absolutely over. And with that touchdown, the game is absolutely over. Isaiah promised multiple touchdowns, and, well, he gave the Colts multiple touchdowns. Recapping the stats today, Andrew Luck didn't have his best game. He threw for 270 yards, but he also threw 2 interceptions with only 1 touchdown. Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield, 16 of 19, 158 yards, not a ton, but he had 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions that we're happy about. On the ground, Isaiah had the ball 29 times, which is a whole lot to carry the ball, and we'll be happy with it because he got 212 yards, 7 yards per carry, not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns. And in the air, Jamon Moore was the standout guy. 6 catches, 67 yards, but didn't have a touchdown. However, Jarvis Landry, who did fumble 2 times, mind you, had 5 catches for 56 yards and 2 touchdowns, with Eric Ebron adding in another for the Colts. Multiple rushing touchdowns, check. Over 200 yards rushing, check. And most importantly, getting the W, check. The way that Isaiah's playing, we might be saying check at the end of winning another MVP in the NFL.